Everything that is hidden will become clear. Every secret thing will be made known, and everyone will see it. Luke 8, verse 17. Hey, Fam Bam, it's me, juslonda. Have you subscribed? Have you joined the fam? Join the madness, join the fun. It's me, juslonda. Can we talk that talk?
A division of Bad Boy Entertainment, basically his company, and the home's registered to that and to his daughter. Now, from Sky Fox, Stu up there, he got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now, we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say, less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up this street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats, and law enforcement. And on the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which is part of Bad Boy Entertainment. And the home, in particular, is registered not only to Bad Boy Films, but to one of P. Diddy's daughters. Now, we are hearing from law enforcement sources that this involves sex trafficking, but we don't yet know to what extent or the details about that. But you better believe we will.
All right, I wasn't going to speak on this. However, it was something in my spirit telling me to speak on it. Now, what I'm about to speak on is not what everybody is covering, because my spirit, it's bothering my spirit. I asked God for Him to not let me be of me, because my mouth be mouthing. My mouth. So, P. Diddy's homes got raided today. Yesterday. I'm upset that his children was left behind. Now, I must admit, the younger ones weren't there, like the 2 twins and the other daughter, but to my knowledge, she doesn't live with him. And then the baby, to my knowledge, the baby doesn't live with them either. But the twin girls live with Diddy. At least to my knowledge. Let me say that. To my knowledge. But definitely the boys do. When God grants you to be a parent on earth, your sole job is to protect, guide them in the right direction, and then when they marry, you break away from them, and hopefully everything you instilled in those children, they do right by their wives and their family. What are you instilling in these children? To see that your home has gotten raided, to see your children in handcuffs while you're off somewhere else, what message are you sending your children? Luckily, that is the fact that they weren't arrested, but they didn't have a warrant out for their arrest. The warrant was to search the homes of P. Diddy. You got the FBI, you got home security, you got all these folks after you because of who you are. And who are you? Your darkness time is over, and all the light will be shined. Do you not understand how this mentally fix puts a thing on your children? How this, how this world will treat your children. The fact that they were in handcuffs, the fact that these allegations are out here and you're paying people off quickly. What message are you sending your children, your legacy that you built? It's going into shambles. Repent. Repent. I know in the documentation here, I think like your son was also in the docks. Like, why? Why must your children take a part of your alleged affairs? Why must you corrupt your children on your alleged affairs? It's there's no book on how to raise children, but you do your very best. You know, teaching them right from wrong, reprimanding them when they need to be reprimanded, not spoiling the rot. But how can you be a good father figure when you're doing so much darkness? You would have been better off not having children because of how this is going to hurt them, no matter how it plays off. If, for instance, if you do end up being not guilty and you're found innocent, it still messes them up. The fact that they had to be handcuffed and probably questioned. The fact that you weren't there when all of this went down. Did you go to them now? That all of this is over. Did you go to them now? Did you go to them and try to soothe them as much as possible? Who tipped you off? Someone tipped you off. You knew they were coming. And I'm pretty sure you braced your children for that outcome. Why put your children in those predicaments? I get it. They're not children, they're adults. They're still your kids. They're still your kids. And it's our job as a parent to protect them as much as possible. You're doing a crappy job. Maybe it's because I went through what I went through with my family. But you need to do better. I hope this is a lesson for anyone who is doing something in the dark. Because God sees all, He knows all. Even when you think you have a covering, because Diddy had a covering over him. He was in a coven. But God's covering is stronger. He's a mighty God. He's a merciful God. He's the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning, and the end. Diddy, you need to get your stuff in order because God's going to let it all hang out. No matter what it is, no matter what you try to do, God's going to let it all hang out. Hopefully, your children are not involved. Those boys are so young. It's a shame that you left them there. Did you fly home to them? Did you fly home to them? I saw what your attorney had to say. Well, let's be real. If they didn't have everything all together, they wouldn't have been looking for whatever they're looking for and searching. Right? They're searching hard and they're searching in places where they shouldn't be searching in. Because millionaires have those walls that are not really walls, or ceilings that are false ceilings. They're searching in places where are kind of predictable. Kind of predictable. But that's because they're sloppy and they don't know any better. But you know better. Whatever you've done in the dark shall definitely come into the light. And it's coming. And it's coming hard for you. I still can't believe you left your children out to dry. I just can't believe that. But that's just my take on it. The fact that you left your children behind. You know, thank God the twin girls weren't there. At least to my knowledge, they weren't there. Like, I didn't see them in handcuffs, and they could have been too young to be in handcuffs. But to my knowledge, they weren't there. But the boys were. But the boys were. Tell me what you think, y'all. Comment down below. Because the fact that he left the boys behind while he paced in an executive airport back and forth. Where are you going? Now I know you're free to do whatever you want to do. But where were you going? Why are you doing a diversion of your plane? Who tipped you off? The fact that you need to do that, you were tipped off. There's a mole in there. Right? There's a mole in there. I like to see how that's going to play out. I'm probably going to watch this. Not so close, but I'm going to watch this and see what happens because I'm curious. You got my attention. You got my attention. You had my attention even with the allegations with Cassidy, but you settled that really quickly. And the other stuff he hadn't settled yet. Hmm. But then this happens. Them chickens are coming home to roost, pumpkin. You better start getting on your knees and praying. Because God is coming for you. Justice will be served. That's all I got. So comment down below. Tell me what you think about him leaving his children behind while he's off at executive airport in Miami. Executive OPA executive airport in Miami while his two homes are being raided and thrown apart. Shout out to Team Z. It's kind of funny how you got that stuff, huh? Okay. But yeah, comment down below. So on that note, Fam Bam, thanks for watching, rating, subscribing. All that good jazz to make me feel so warm and fuzzy inside. Peace and peace.